Stars win. We start the game with recognizing Cogliano's 1000th game. He did that in Toronto. They had the ceremony tonight versus Chicago. Get into the game. A fairly slow, even pace game for like the first 8 minutes. Dallas would get a good look with about 12 minutes left. A little bit down the line, Janmark would come in on a break. He'd put it wide. There's about 5 minutes left. Pavelski gets denied in close. 2 little quick rebounds. And then off the face-off, Janmark wins it back to Radulov, actually, who then rips one up to Pavs, who's all alone in front, and he does a little doo-doo-doo and snipes one in with 4.5 to play. Chicago would follow with a scramble in front of the net of their own. Dobby would end up covering it. Stars would take a penalty and kill it off. And let's get into the second. Earlier on in the second period, the Stars were in the zone, and Kajula cross-checked Johns in the back, right on the numbers. Johns kind of went down, and he got back up before he went headfirst into the boards. But he wasn't thrilled with it, and he went back to Kajula and was like, hey, watch yourself, bud. And nothing would end up evolving out of that. Kane would be put onto a half break, but Lindell's nice reach would disrupt that enough he wouldn't get that. And then Foxa would get called for interference. It was kind of questionable. Razor in the broadcast said the same thing. Guy more or less just lost his balance, but either way, refs seen it otherwise. Chicago would score off that draw. Kubalik, I think is how you say it. But it wouldn't count because the whistle went because Taves hooked Sagan off the draw. So that would make it a 4-on-4. Only 4 seconds into that power play, and the goal was waved off. So it's still 1-0. Lindell would get put on a breakaway, and he backhanded one off the crossbar across the goal line and the post and then out. Some of the Stars fans actually thought it went in, but there was no horn or goal signal. Dang, he was close, but not quite. And then Hintz would end up taking a penalty right after that and putting the Stars onto a 4-on-3 penalty kill for 1 minute. Kubalik would get another one-timer, and this time he put it in and it counts, so it's 1-1 with 13 minutes left in the second. So that would make it a 4-on-4. It was for like 4 seconds, and then it went back to a 5-on-4 for Chicago power play again. That got killed. And then Radulov got a slashing penalty. That got killed. And then Alexiak got called for interference, which, again, I'm on the fence about it. I'm on the fence about it. But they would kill it, so it's all good. That was 5 penalties already. Like, that was not a very disciplined game, especially to start for the Stars. Anyways, after they killed off that Alexiak penalty, Perry kind of chipped it in. Ben would do some good board play. Pass it out, back out to Perry, and it kind of bounced up, and then he did like a boom, boom, over to Sagan, and then Sagan kicks it to himself, boom, snipe, wow! Stars take the lead back, 2-1. Might I add, pretty good. That was a really, really nice hand-eye coordination from Perry. He's starting to find himself in a Stars uniform, which is nice. Seeing him play with Ben and Sagan on that top line, they seem to click. They've all played for Team Canada too, at one point or another. Ben and Perry actually were aligned together at one point too. Janmark would get in on the breakaway again. He just flew past Keith. It was like, wow. Like, he took the outside on Keith and beat him cleanly. And Keith kind of hooked his arm right as he went to shoot, so he didn't get a clean shot. Ref was like, nah, that's a penalty shot. But Crawford did a great job staying with him on the penalty shot, got his blocker on it. Crawford, I didn't know this, but I guess in his career he's 14 of 16 on penalty shots, which is pretty good. I'll give him that. It's pretty good. And he seems to do pretty good at having the Stars numbers too over his career. Ben gets interfered with out front. He got his arm locked onto and taken to the ground, but there was no call. It was kind of a hard angle for the ref, so like I wasn't thrilled of it at first, but the boys in the broadcast booth kind of went or talked about it in a replay a little bit later, and I kind of saw the angle the ref was on, and I get why it wasn't called, because it was kind of hard to see from his angle. But then again, you'd still want to call, right? You need those. Get into the third period. Rads did some good work on the forecheck behind the net, and you'd get the puck out and do a backhand wraparound. Just put it wide far side with about 18 minutes left. 9 minutes to go. The FCC line gets good look. They're creating chances. They're going to town. Unfortunately, they can't bury, but they got multiple good chances. They get a 3-on-1, the FCC line, on, I think it was their next shift. Yeah, it wasn't very long after, and it ended up, I think it might have just gone off the defender's stick and ended up just bouncing over Fox's. And so nothing came out of that. Gurianov went on a breakaway and beat Keith again. Originally, I saw Keith doing some stick stuff, and Gurianov lost his footing and crashed into the net, didn't get a shot off, so I was like, is that another penalty shot? But then on the replay, Keith wasn't really doing anything. Gurianov more or less just went to stop and just kind of hit a jagged spot, and his foot bounced, lost his footing, lost an edge. And that's unfortunate. And that was with about 3 left. And then a little bit down the line on there, about 2 minutes left, just under 2 minutes left, somewhere in there. Crawford came out, they went on the extra attacker. Then they rip one kind of from the corner, goes off Dobby's face, out front, and he turns, challenges it, boom, gets another one off the face. Strap comes off. He goes to try and cover it, gets a piece of it, not all of it, goes out front, shoots again, gets it like right on his collarbone, and then drops, covers it. Like, wow. Dobby, legendary. And I'm going to say this right now, I'd say best backup in the league, but I don't think I can call him a backup, man. He's too good. He's way too good. I just love the determination and fight on every single play there is. He never gives up. He's always battling. His helmet was coming off, and he said, "I don't care." And he just about took 3 straight shots to the head. He took 2 and then 1 to the collar. Like, wow. They'd hold off Chicago, end up winning 2-1. Let's get into the postgame. Janmark, after the game, he was asked about like penalty killing. They had 5 penalties tonight. He said, "As a penalty killer, I want to be out there. I want to be the one killing the penalties. So it's nice, but you also don't want to be taking too many penalties and ruin the momentum of the game and all that." But he had some fire on him today. He was skating super fast. It was nice. He looked awesome tonight. Bonus's interview. Well, we took too many penalties, obviously. We played a good defensive Dallas Stars hockey type of game. If you take out all those penalties, which you look at it, they had 5 power plays, but they still limited them to only 32 shots versus their 33. The hits were 26-20 for Dallas. Pavelski now has 6 goals in his last 10 games. So he's finding his stride in the Star Sweater too, and coming at a really good time, which is awesome. And the 3 stars tonight. Your first star, obviously, Dobby, the master in net. He had a .969 save percentage. He stopped 31-32. And second star was Lindell, 24 minutes of ice time. And, you know, he's their main penalty killer. So, and third star was Kubalik from Chicago with their sole power play goal. He himself had 23 minutes on ice, just over 23. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment your thoughts and opinions on the game down below, and subscribe for more. Anyways, peace out.